Hi, my name's Katie Fleming, and I'm the Gallery Manager and Education Coordinator at the Phoebe A. Hearst Museum of Anthropology at UC Berkeley. And I'm here today with Rama Khan, who is the founder of Crochet Jam, who's going to tell us a little bit about the history of this event and art form and show us how to finger crochet.
Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. My name is Ramakant Orowistis, and I'm about to show you what Crochet Jam is all about. And Crochet Jam uses the folk art tradition of rag rug making to foster social interaction, creativity, and liberation. The whole idea is to have an experience where you're not being told what to do and you're not being judged by what you create. So it's just fabric and your fingers. We're going to use finger crochet. So whatever you create, you're just going to accept it as it is. Since there's no focus on a finished product, I'm not dictating the creative process. I'm not saying we're making a rag rug or a scarf or a pot holder. You can make that if you like. What I'm saying is allow the material to free form and you accept whatever the material wants to be. So it's a letting go. It's a letting go of having to follow the rules or a pattern and let the material be your teacher. So what we have here is like strips of fabric. So it could be a t-shirt, it could be a sheet, it could be whatever you have that's recycled, repurposed, reused. No need to buy anything. There must be something in your home that can be recycled and repurposed. So that's very easy. And you just want to cut them into strips using a pair of scissors. Don't worry about them being, they can be like an inch or an inch and a half wide. If it's not, a little longer, that's okay. You want to see the variations and to accept the variations. Since there's no hard edge rules, accept whatever happens. So cut as many strips as you have, right? It can be a lot of different colors and different patterns, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to tie them. Oh, one fell. We're going to tie them end to end. This is how we're going to start. So we're just going to take the two strips of fabric and the ends, and we're going to tie them like you tie a shoestring. Over and then underneath, and it's just a double knot. And don't worry about it. Let it just hang. It'll be beautiful. Trust me, it'll be beautiful. These are all your colors. It's bound to be beautiful because you selected them. So just tie them end to end. Don't worry about how it looks. So you go through and you have these little knots, and that'll be fine. Now on one end, you want to create a slip knot. So you're just going to wrap it over your fingers, right? And then pull, and then pull the long one through the loop. The long strip through the loop. That's good, right? Just so you get your finger in there, right? So here's the loop, and here's your finger, right? So now to make a chain of loops, we're gonna start with a chain of loops. So you're just gonna wrap it around your finger, and then pull it through the loop, right? So you should have one loop on top. So pull that. That's correct. Always one loop on top for now. And then you're going to do the same thing, or you're going to repeat the same thing. You're going to wrap it over your finger and pull it through the loop again. And now you're making a chain of loops. And you just keep going. Over your finger, pull through the loop. Over your finger and pull through the loop. So what you have is a chain of loops. And you keep going. So you want to make this chain of loops as long as you want. These are all your decisions. Make it as long as you want. So we're not worrying about it being exact. It's just, your finger through the loop, wrap your finger around, and then keep going as long as you want. So what you have, whenever you're ready, is just a long chain of loops. Right? Great. So now to do a second row, since we're not we're not worrying about counting. There's no counting. Wherever you want to put your finger for the second row, you just put your index finger and your thumb through a loop, and you put them both through the chain. So here's a chain. There's a chain here, a chain there. See the openings in between? So you put your thumb and your index finger inside. So you have one loop, and you find another loop. Here's two. So there should be two loops on your finger. Right, great. And now you just put the fabric through you just pinch it. And then you pull the loop over. Correct. And now you find another, so you put your index finger and your thumb inside, and you find another loop that you like, any loop on your chain that you like, and you put your index finger and your thumb through both loops. So you should have two loops on your thumb, on your finger and index. And then you keep going. And then it gets thicker. And that's how, right, and you just keep going. You find another, you have your first loop, index finger and thumb, and you find another loop. Anywhere there's a loop, you just put your fingers through there, two loops, add some more fabric and keep going. What you're gonna have is, it's gonna change and be dynamic, and sometimes you're gonna like what you're creating, and sometimes you won't. But the idea is to be calm, whether you like it or not, because these are all your colors. You're just going to experience this idea of accepting whatever you create as it is, and keep going, and keep going. So it's going to change. Allow it to change. It's going to be 1 minute you're going to like it, 1 minute you won't, and you just keep changing, just keep growing it, just keep letting it go, right? And you're going to look at it and go, well, I don't know what that is, and that's good. It's soft sculpture. So the value isn't in the finished product. The value is having an experience where you can let go of following the rules and let go of judging what you create and accepting what you create as it is. Not as you want it to be, but as it is. And keep going. And it will change, and it will change, and it will change. And let it. If you want to know more about actually making a rag rug or a scarf or a pot holder, then there's plenty of YouTube videos about that. But the idea of having an experience with others in virtual reality to be able to talk and express ideas about creativity and art, then this Crochet Jam is about letting go of all those qualifications.
Well, thank you, Ramakant, for showing us how to let go and experience the sculpture creating process for ourselves and make use of some of the things that we might be finding around our house. And I hope all of you enjoy watching this video and getting into the mindset, and then joining us for our virtual Crochet Jam, which is coming up. And like Ramakant said, there's links in this YouTube video just below to more information about what Crochet Jam is, and more information about where you can find other instructional videos about how some of these processes work to do the finger crochet and to make use of materials if you did want to make something or practice functional or practice a little more. Right. So thank you, Ramakant, and we look forward to seeing you all.
Wonderful. I'm so excited about this. I look forward to seeing everyone too. Thank you.